Well, here we are, blog number 11 from Luxor, our last night in Luxor. So today was a massive day, huge day, early start. We went to the West Bank, Valley of the Kings, Valley of the Queens, Hatshepsut's Temple, Deir Medina, Tombs of the Nobles, Habu Temple, Ramusian, Colossus of Menon. So it was a massive day. It was a big day, high 40s today. So I worked out, I bought 9 bottles of water. I drank 7 and I poured 2 over the top of my head. Yeah, the heat just got in by about 2 o'clock. It was almost unbearable, but soldiered on, got through it. Valley of the Kings is just fantastic. King Tut's tomb, Kings Ramsay 4th and 5th, Seti's tomb. Oh, I went to Seti's temple as well, Seti the First temple as well. So that was a huge day. Had a massive day, absolutely amazing. What's interesting too, there's some houses on the sides of the hills and that there, and they built them over, the people that built them just built them on top of the tombs, and they're using the tombs to sort of live in as well as part of the houses. So the government cut the water off to get them to move, but they don't care, they just stayed there without the water hooked up. So got to actually go into El Sarif, which is tombs of nobles that they're just uncovering at the moment. They've been excavating. They've opened one of the tombs up you can look at. My guide, actually, the fellow I got there, took me down into where they're doing the excavation, where they're doing archaeological dig. So I got to go right down in amongst where the dig is happening and all that. So that was interesting. I couldn't really do much footage there. I did a little bit. That was fantastic. The whole day was fantastic. Went to an alabaster shop where they had a look at how they make alabaster and the different bits, and of course you buy, but that's fine. I wanted to buy some anyway, and just saw how it was done and how alabaster works and how it was used in the tombs and that sort of thing, and the temples. So absolutely great day, huge day. Had a nice lunch, late lunch on the West Bank, at a little local restaurant that my driver took me to. That grilled chicken, barbecue chicken, absolutely fantastic. Really nice, really nice. Enjoyed that. Then came back, had a swim and a shower, and then got a felucca, and under sail we sailed to Banana Island. Banana Island's in the middle of the Nile, and it's a very low island, so it's just barely above the water level. So it's quite good for growing bananas in, because they can flood the water in there, and as you know, bananas. So there's not a lot there. They got a thing there where you go and you see there's some crocodiles. There are a couple of massive big crocs, but they're in pens not much longer than them. Some monkeys in a cage, some tortoises, and a couple of wolves. Not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea. And I think anyone who's been to Banana Island would think the same thing. Just not right. But anyway, the felucca ride was fantastic under sail, back down the Nile on the sunset. Absolutely great. So it was about 8:30 something by the time I got back here tonight. So it's been a huge day. Enjoyed it immensely. Sleep well tonight. Tomorrow, East Bank. There's a temple about an hour and a quarter out of town that I sort of found in my research that it's a beautiful temple, but no one really goes to it because it's an hour and a quarter out of town and the tour groups don't go to. Getting back to that too, there was no one. Valley of the Kings. I was in Tutankhamun's tomb, and I was the only one in there. Normally there's a couple hundred people and then you can't move. I was the only one in there. I was in Ramsay's 4th and 5th tomb, which is a massive, beautiful big tomb with hieroglyphs and that. I was the only one in there. So the place is empty. Yes, summer because it's hot, but there's bigger issues anyway. So getting back to that, tomorrow, hour and a quarter drive out to Dendera Temple, then back to the biggest temple in Egypt, Karnak Temple, here in Luxor. So that'll be a couple of hours in that. no doubt. And then Luxor Temple, which is right here in town as well. So they're two massive temples. Karnak is the biggest, and I think Luxor's the second biggest in Egypt. Time I get through them, it's going to be hot again, midday. Not too sure. My flight's not till about 9 o'clock tomorrow night. So not too sure what I'll do. By the time I do those, it's probably going to be mid-afternoon anyway, so maybe head out to the airport and with the air conditioning and have an easy afternoon and catch my flight to Cairo. So I fly to Cairo tomorrow evening, spend the night at the Novotel in Cairo at the airport, then I fly out the following morning to Jordan, to Amman in Jordan, and then I start my Jordan side of the trip. So all going well, enjoying it, lovely. Big day today, was fantastic, Valley of the Kings. Really enjoyed it. So yeah, stay tuned.